our message is that we are developing a one-stop application for all the core business activities of a commodity trader or an international trader, and any trader who is interested in that kind of a offer should definitely speak with us.
Hello, and that was Saurabh Goyal talking about the value of the system that Phlo Systems is developing, a comprehensive software as a service commodity management plus solution on top of a software as a service ERP package. We also talked about the marketplace, how things are going, and a recent investment that Phlo Systems has taken on board. Here's the rest of the interview. In the meantime, please do share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's very important and really helps us distribute CTRM radio more broadly. Thank you.
On the funding side, as I told you last time, that we have received our latest kind of funding from one of our customer, and that has been like a common theme in Phlo Systems journey so far, that our customers have been very supportive, not just in giving us business, but also in giving us the necessary equity funding, because they believe that we are on the right track, and our continuous support to them is strategically important. Plus, they see value in our equity in terms of the growth that they can expect going forward. So yeah, it's a combination of all these things that we have now received our third investment from a third customer. So this is our third customer who has. It's not that all the three investments were done by the same customer. So this is a third customer who has invested in us. So yeah, looking good. I mean, we would be doing a major digital transformation project for this customer who operates in like 7 or 8 different countries. It's a core trading company, not commodity, I would say, but a mix of commodities plus finished goods. Uh, they provide self-branded goods to retailers in different countries. So yeah, so that's on the funding side.
Well, let's just revisit that, because getting funding from customers is obviously a big vote of confidence. But I think from a vendor point of view, it gives you some degree of, shall we say, independence, or the ability to be somewhat independent, because you don't have a venture capital or a private equity firm breathing down your neck looking for 20% performance, right?
True. I mean, having said that, we never received an investment from a VC, so we don't know how it is like. But but we have heard horror stories that once you receive an investment from them, it's a very different kind of a company that you have to transform yourself into. So yeah, so we are glad that I mean, because we honestly believe that our product development journey is not yet complete. I mean, we still have like 4 or 5 years of solid product development left within us, not just in pure CTRM side of things, but also on the ERP side of things, and the breadth of our application, which covers trade finance, which covers customs declarations. We are also now looking at embedding some of the freight management functionality within our system. So given the breadth of functionality that we have taken on board, we believe that there's another 4 or 5 years of core development activity to be done within the organization. And in that kind of a organization, you want control to be held by the initial founders who have the vision and who are responsible for the original code of the application, so that they can do the best possible job of enhancing the solution.
Right.
So you don't want a situation where a VC comes in and then he brings in their own team, and the original founders lose interest in the business. So in that context, I think the investment from our customers makes a lot of sense, because they also realize that the real value of the company is not right now is not in its technology assets, but in its people, the original people who are there. So yeah, it makes sense, definitely.
Let's also perhaps just revisit the whole picture in terms of what it is you guys do, and why you're differentiated in the marketplace. I think that's probably worth covering as well. So why people are interested in, why customers are helping fund this initiative is down to your footprint and your approach, which I think is relatively unique.
Yeah, that's a good question, and I think the reason for that is, I would say, simply because of the breadth of our functionality and the solution that we offer. The reason this company, OmniGS, has invested in us uh, is because they are already running on a best of breed kind of applications. uh, and they are running it on two different dimensions. One is functions as well as geography. So in each country, until now, the respective CEO was free to find the best systems for their different functions and use those systems. Now, what is happening because of that is that information across the trading life cycle, and the trading life cycle sometimes can be complicated because a simple trade between a supplier and a customer can be routed through two or three different related trading entities for taxation reason, for cost of funding reasons, or whatever. Because trade life cycle is complicated, there are multiple trading entities involved, and if each one of those trading entities is using their own accounting system, their own trading system, and within each entity also if different functions have preference for different application, then very soon it becomes extremely complicated and you don't get the end-to-end picture of how things are happening within your organization. So at least what we are seeing is that in a small and medium-sized trading organization, now there's a greater acceptance of a monolith kind of a solution, which uh, covers everything across geographies, across functions,
Yeah,
so that every single information that you need is available in a single system. And then you can have a full view of how your business is performing at any point of time. So yes, it goes contrary to the more conventional wisdom that you should take the best of the breed applications and then you should have an internal IT team to connect them to each other and extract the data in a data warehouse and then generate all your cross company reports from that data warehouse, which perhaps still is a good strategy for large organizations. But smaller organizations simply do not have, I mean, the kind of organizations we deal with, they do not have uh, any latitude to deal with that kind of a IT landscape. Yeah.
right. But your solution is software as a service. It's built on top of an existing ERP system, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And therefore, it's what we would probably term more commodity management in the sense that it supports the full life cycle and the full supply chain, correct?
Yes. Again, in our opinion, the commodities trading and risk management related functionality, which is traditionally expected in a CTRM versus the functionality which you will expect in a commodities management solution, there's not much of a delta when it comes to uh, soft commodities and metals, perhaps. The delta would be very large in case of energy trading, for which a sophisticated separate ETRM solution might be required. But at least in our experience, for small and medium size metals or soft commodities traders, we don't see that they will get any major functionality enhancement by going to a CTRM solution
Right.
compared to an embedded CM. Yeah.
And to what extent AI is everywhere, obviously these days in terms of conversation. So to what extent are you guys looking at AI and perhaps considering embedding AI in platform?
Yeah, as you rightly said, you can't escape AI. So you have to do your, I mean, whatever the customers are asking for it. And even if they're not asking for it, just to be visible and be out there, you have to do whatever it takes. So as you know, our solution is built on top of Acumatica. So Acumatica itself has been working in that area, and a lot of AI related functionality is available
Right.
natively within Acumatica, which we can also now use for commodities management. Uh, Again, a side note on Acumatica, we are now getting a lot of deals through the Acumatica network itself. I think Acumatica as an ERP solution for SMEs is a brand which is growing now quite rapidly. It is recognized not just in US but also now outside US. So it is for the first time since we have entered into an arrangement with them. We are now seeing the benefit of being associated with that brand, where people are coming to us asking. We noticed that you are listed on the Acumatica website. What kind of solutions you have? We are interested to know more about it. So we are
Yes.
getting kind of deals via the Acumatica channel, and we were able to close a couple of those deals recently.
Very good.
Uh, and Acumatica was a bit slow compared to other SME ERP systems to embed AI into itself, but now they have done that, and I think they've done a decent job. Uh, so yeah, so we'll be using that functionality. Plus, we will be embedding our own OpenAI APIs that we have got some expertise over the last few years. Uh, but we won't be uh, giving too much uh, flexibility to the user to use AI, because uh, then it goes out of hand. I mean, AIs are not deterministic system, so you would never know what kind of output they will give. And if you don't know what kind of output they will give, and if that output has an error in it, then we are in no position to resolve that error if a customer comes and report that error to us. Even today, the biggest uh, problem of in resolving a customer issue is to replicate that issue on your side,
Yes, yeah.
and only then you can resolve it. So with AI related systems, it would be impossible to replicate the issue on your side. So what we would like to do is to uh, give them the AI functionality where it is quite evident to the user also that uh, the result which they are seeing on their screen is not a deterministic report, but just an opinion based on certain facts which are both within the system as well as outside the system, which is like generic knowledge which the AI has.
Yeah.
Things like, can you give me a rough estimate of our top 10 customers? Can you give me a projection of my product sales based on certain assumptions? So making it very clear that what you're seeing on the screen is a very rough estimation of what you would like to see. And if you like what is on the screen and you want a proper report on it, then come back to us and we'll configure an actual deterministic report basis that.
And good. So, what else is going on with you guys? What's new?
I mean, I would say that, right now we are uh, just focused on completing the implementation projects that we have been executing, and some of them are in pipeline. What we are also now realizing is that implementation services can become a bottleneck in growth. Uh, when we have some customers who would like to start paying for licenses immediately, but we have not started the billing because we don't have the bandwidth right now to implement for them immediately. So yeah, if we really want to scale up the sales of our product, then we may have to start looking for a proper implementation partner in the coming days. So that is one limiting factor that we have realized recently. Other than that, we are just, we are still open to listening to our customers, and they telling us what they need, and we being open about adding those features and functionalities into our system. The reason the breadth of our system is so large, including customs declaration and now freight management, is that our customers are asking for it.
Yeah.
And we have been always told that as a product company, the most important skill you should have is to say no to your customer. That, and again, that is a conventional wisdom, to limit your product scope as narrow as possible and just say no to your customers if they're asking something which is beyond your product roadmap. But we have not followed that kind of a script. We probably because uh, we didn't had too many customers asking for too many things. We had a limited customers, and we it was important for us to keep those customers happy.
Yeah.
So whatever they asked, uh, we have now added into our system, and that is the reason why the system has grown so large and broad. But we are seeing the benefits of it now. The reason Omni selected us and decided to invest in us is that they have never seen a system which could uh, include almost all their business requirement in one single application. So that was a major kind of a uh, finding for them, which also prompted them to invest in us. Also, they understood that yes, though our system is quite broad, there are still some gaps which we need to fill, and therefore some equity is required for us to do that, and that is what they have done.
Yeah. So, I guess finally, the question I would ask is, how are you seeing acceptance of what you're doing in the market? Is there a lot of interest? You talked about leads coming in. Are the leads coming in from other sources as well?
So one lead has come through like a strategy consultant who was advising a very old uh, nuts trader based out of UK on how to modernize, and then they identified Acumatica as the ERP system which they should implement, and then through Acumatica we received the CTRM kind of interest. So yes, it seems that there is a class of strategy consultants who work with business owners, helping them uh, transform their businesses into a digital era. So we are now speaking with this strategy consultant and seeing how we can get more leads through them, and we would be keen to speak with many other such consultants also. Yeah. I mean, the problem is that when you say consulting companies, you think of the top four,
Yes.
big four, and then having a relationship with those big four is a different kind of different kind of a game. But we are not aware that there may be hundreds of other small consulting firms who are doing similar work. So yeah, so in the coming days, we would love to get to know more about these smaller consulting firms and how we can have some relationship with them.
Very good. Thanks for being on CTRM Radio, Saurabh. Thank you.
Thank you so much.